Hi, everyone. Thanks for listening. We have two great guests today. We have Brandon Mohtassem, who's the general manager of the Sand Hills Onelife location, and we have Kelci Morgan, who is the general manager of the Onelife Forest Acres location. We get into all things fitness. We discuss gym etiquette. We talk about all the services that are offered at their facilities, and then we get into all the details of what you should and should not do while you're in their gym. So I hope you enjoy. Thanks for listening.
This episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Warren and Dillon, the Midland's trusted personal injury lawyers. Here's some great advice from our sponsor.
Hey there, Brett Warren with Warren and Dillon. I wanted to talk to you today about some of the biggest mistakes you can make when it comes to dealing with insurance companies. I think one of them is giving a recorded statement to the insurance company. The problem is that the insurance companies, they're doing these recorded statements to help their case and to hurt yours. And so they're going to ask some sneaky questions that are designed to hurt your case. One quick example, they'll ask how many feet away you were from the other car when you first noticed them. Nobody really knows the answer to that. But what they're going to do is they're going to say, hey, you should have noticed that other car, and now you're 20% at fault. So do yourself a favor, just don't do it or talk to a lawyer first. Trusted advice, proven results, Warren and Dillon.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Here for the Health of It podcast. I'm Dr. Randy here with Dr. Tom, as always, and we have two great guests today. We have the general managers of Onelife Fitness in Sand Hills and in Forest Acres. So we have Brandon Mohtassem.
There you go.
Which I told you I was going to get it right, and I did. You're at the Sand Hills location.
Correct.
And then we have Kelci Morgan, who's the general manager at the Forest Acres location.
Yes.
All right. Thanks for being on the show.
Appreciate you having us.
So you guys love fitness.
I do. Very
Like
much so.
out of 10, 10 out of 10 into fitness?
10 out of 10, definitely like 11.
Really? What's your favorite body part? I'm guessing arms.
Forearms.
Oh, really?
Forearms for sure.
Really?
Yep.
Do you do
that's
like what's a
very
workout
specific.
for four? What's a workout for forearms?
Different, right? Wasn't expecting that one. So, dumbbell curls.
You just do the curls,
Right,
Like, do you
right.
dangle it off the edge type of deal?
Most
or?
definitely. Maybe
Yeah.
off the edge of a table or something.
Nice.
Or a bench for
What
sure.
kind of weight are you putting up on your forearm curls?
15, 25
Oh, wow.
pounds. Yeah. Strong stuff.
That's more than I have. You ever
Is
done
one
that?
is one form? No, I haven't. Is one form more developed than the other?
No.
Okay, good.
No.
Because
That'd be a red flag.
that's a red
that
flag.
would be an issue.
Yeah, we want symmetry.
Definitely.
Good.
It's important.
And Kelci, what do you think Kelsey's favorite body part is?
Ooh, glutes.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I saw that they have those new machines where you can do the glute thrusters more
Yes.
comfortably.
Yeah, I don't really use that, but
You're old
Yes.
fashioned.
You just like a good heavy squat.
no, not that either. I don't really squat ever.
What do you like? You like
You
the
just
thing that
clench
like
your
where your
cheeks in the
legs
mirror.
go open and closed?
You just clench cheeks in the mirror. That's it. Just a lot of reps.
I mean, my Instagram stories would probably show that, yes. No, I mean, I do traditional stuff, I guess.
Pull that mic right up in front of you.
Lunges.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean, I do squats, but not heavy lifting because I need a chiropractor to come to.
Yep.
Right.
So,
Right place for that. The lunges, isn't there like a special one that you go backwards with weight that kind of hits it? Is there a
Oh.
name for that?
like Bulgarian split squat.
Yes, that's what. Yeah.
Yes.
Tough stuff.
Yeah.
Is that glutes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're just sore for days every time you
Yeah.
do that. Or I am.
Tough work.
Maybe not you.
Maybe you need to come do some work.
Maybe I need to
Something.
lift more.
Get bigger
Some glute
yeah.
workouts.
Definitely
Yeah.
get a leg day
Yep.
in or something.
Well, I'm curious. So tell us about your fitness journeys that have led you to Onelife Fitness. And whoever wants to start can start. Like out of high school, you guys were looking in the mirror at yourselves and being like, I am jacked, so I should be in the gym space.
Oh man, I was gonna record. That's embarrassing. Okay, so to be honest, right, mine was from heartbreak. Honestly,
What?
yeah,
Girl
That's a
broke your
good
heart.
start.
Love this.
definitely. I want to be honest. There was heartbreak. So I was like, you know
Does
what?
she know this?
Yeah, what was her name? We need to know.
What was her name? Oh my god. We'll call her T.
T. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And T definitely made me believe that I could have been a little healthier looking. You know, I was definitely more on the chubbier side. You know, so she ended up taking another guy to prom. You know, You know?
And was he fit?
That
Was he
tough.
jacked?
He was, football team. You know, he
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
I wasn't that. I was reading books and writing papers and stuff,
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? That summer I went in the gym, Pivotal Fitness, Charleston, South Carolina, where I'm from. I hooked up with one of the guys who was there, one of the trainers, and he literally brought me in there every day, showed me something different on the bench, different tools, and I didn't leave ever since. I literally come every day since then, the whole summer.
So you were a late bloomer for gym. Like
Definitely.
What age when you was that when you
That's
started?
serious? Like 18.
18? Wow.
Today's episode is brought to you by our sponsor, Columbia Family Chiropractic, with 3 easy-to-get-to locations, one in Forest Acres, which is by Trader Joe's, one in O'Neill Court by the DMV, and one in the Northeast by Sand Hills. You'll be sure to have somewhere near you. They offer a ton of services from corrective care, on-site digital x-rays, spinal decompression for bulging or herniated discs, dry needling for injuries, pediatric care, and a Class 4 laser. They accept all your major insurances. And if you mention this ad, you'll get a discount on your first appointment. Check out their website at cfc4health.com or Google Columbia Family Chiropractic. That's cfc4health.com.
No classes? Like I remember in my school we had we could choose weightlifting class, which was awesome.
So I went to art school, so we didn't have that cool stuff.
He was in
no.
poetry.
You were
Visual
doing
arts.
poetry.
Visual arts.
Yeah, I can paint.
I'm just picturing you like benching 300 pounds and just crying.
Just
I'll
like-
show UT.
That's art too. That's artistic. Just videoing him.
And you could look at your body as an artistic thing where you have to sculpt and mold different
100%.
parts of your body.
100%, man. It's like your own art piece in front of you every day.
Most guys want big shoulders, big chest, big arms, right? And most women want that on guys. Is that what you're finding? Maybe I should
Kelci?
ask Kelci that.
Yes.
So you take little legs, big arms over big legs, little arms.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a tough question.
Real time. You don't see it much. Actually, I don't know if I ever see it. Just massive legs and a tiny upper body. That'd be
Yeah,
a cool
I haven't.
thing.
Would be.
No, I don't think that would be a cool thing. I don't know.
What's that mythical creature? What's
Yeah, what?
Yeah, like a centaur.
That's what it is.
But big arms, small legs happens all the time.
All
But
the
you can
times.
kind of get away with it as a guy.
I'm kind of getting away with it right now.
Yeah,
you
me
wear
too. That's what
baggier
I
stuff,
try.
yeah.
That's what I aim for.
I stuff my legs sometimes.
Calf implants were a big thing for a while, and I can see why.
Calf implants?
Yeah, have you heard about
news.
that?
I've never.
Yeah,
Randy has a set.
I would have, but you know what, Tom, after he spends time with my
God.
dad,
Don't tell him.
he had a dream about my dad's calves.
Dude, his dad shows up in my dreams sometimes. His calves are unreal. Kelly's.
I
His
could
dad,
I could
Kelly.
barely even get through saying that
Like
because it was
scary
it's too much.
unreal? Or like
They're just defined, like real nice.
Okay.
Yeah. And it's like, what do you do? He's not doing much calf work.
no, it's they're so defined compared to the rest of his body. Like he's
Yeah.
fit, but his calves are just
They
don't
stand
make
out.
sense.
And when we golf, he's always wearing shorts. So because he's from Canada, so it could be cold out. He's wearing shorts, so you have to look at his
Gotta
calves.
show them off.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah, he does a nice job with it.
Can't be mad at it.
All right, Kelci, what was your journey? Any heartbreak in there?
Yes, but not. That's not how it started.
It's just
Just how it's going. Yeah. No, so I was a level 10 gymnast. So I grew up doing
What's
gymnastics.
that mean? Tell us what that means. What level
Does it
10
go
is.
to 10
That's the
or
highest
goes
level.
to 100? Goes
Oh,
to
no,
10.
it goes to 10. Yes.
Okay.
Oh, 10 out of 100? Pretty good.
Yeah, that would be pretty bad. If I was 10 out of 100, I wouldn't say it then. I'd keep that to myself. Yeah, I was a level 10, so I grew up doing gymnastics. Started when I was 5, and then did college cheerleading, and then went into fitness because I didn't know what else I was able to do. I did not go to art school. I did not like school. I did not want to go to school. So,
You just wanted to be jumping and spinning all day.
yes.
Yep.
What college?
Nassau in New York.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should tell everybody about your accent.
You have to tell them about it.
they probably already heard it.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't come out too much yet.
So you're from the north,
Yeah.
and you've been in Columbia for how long?
7 years.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
And what's the biggest? Is there a change in fitness approaches that you've seen?
Yes. Fitness is not typically a top priority down south, where in New York, it's kind of just a regular thing. Like if people are moving down here from the north, that's one of the first things on their list is to look for a gym. Down here.
Gym, tanning, and laundry. You got to have your facilities.
For sure.
Absolutely.
GTM.
I actually chant it when people come into the building. Yes. Yeah.
You do?
No.
Do you like Mike? So Mike, the situation when you look at him, is he
it's a
is he
dream.
10 out of 10 good looking?
No.
Used to be.
Back when you would watch Jersey Shore,
Probably.
he has to be.
Yeah, maybe a little bit.
All right. So you moved here, and you've been. How did you get in with One Life, which used to be Move Fitness, now has been taken over by One Life, I believe?
Yes. Yeah. So I started as a personal trainer at the Irma location. And then I went over to the Lexington location, started sales, and then just moved up from there. And then we were acquired in September.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, because you're pretty high up there for how young you were. When I first met you, I was surprised at how young you were. What did that look like moving from one to another and then working your way up?
Yeah, so starting off as a trainer, I just loved fitness, so I thought that's something that I'd be interested in. I actually found that I don't love training people.
They don't listen.
They don't listen.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm working on that, you know.
Yeah.
You're working on listening or getting other people to
Well,
listen?
Honestly, both. I could probably be better in both areas. So then moved over to management, and I like leading people. I like teaching people, so it's something that I've found that I enjoy.
What's the biggest change that you guys have noticed from moving from Move to One Life? Like what in the new ops?
So, like, there's a certain level of support you need to run a gym, right? That'd be the biggest difference I recognize, because Move Fitness gave us support, but it was, limited to what they could do. One Life came with a lot more they could offer us, and it came with a value that, you wanted for yourself, especially when it came to being the general manager of a gym. You wanted these amenities they're bringing. You wanted this kind of luxury feel that it makes with your whole fitness experience. So that's the biggest takeaway, I think.
They've done a ton too.
Yeah, they've done so much.
The sauna's
man.
new. The equipment's all new. I see they're blowing out the whole back area and creating kind of like a recovery area.
Exactly.
They got rid of the movie, and at least I know in the Northeast they got rid of the movie room, and they put all new. They put a bar studio.
There you go.
They have Pilates.
Okay.
What else? What else? Yeah, you guys have.
Stretch.
Oh, stretch stuff. Yeah,
you
you
get
got.
massage now.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah,
You
so
guys are
same thing.
expanding.
And I
so
hear
fast.
boxing.
Boxing
Coming?
Boxing will be
Yes.
at the St. Hills location in a couple weeks. Actually, I got updated that today.
Sweet. Now is all so for the listeners, what all is included in the memberships, or what are the different tiers, so that do people get access to all that stuff, or how do they get access to all that stuff?
Yeah, so we have a basic membership and a premium membership. So the basic membership includes the 5 locations: pool, sauna, steam room, classes. Forest Acres has a track, weights, cardio, and then the premium includes the recovery studio.
Correct.
So we'll have red light therapy, the hydro massage chairs. I'm getting something cool, but I'm not going to
Not
tell
allowed to
you
release it
yet.
yet? Great.
Yes. And then the hypervolt guns and the Normatec boots, the compression boots. So
Sweet.
and
Is
then,
stretch a part of that, or that's
No.
a separate upgrade type of deal?
Yes.
Or packages?
Yes, we have packages for those, and that's separate.
What all things are packaged, like separately? So stretch, boxing, would that be another like separate
Right.
package?
Yes.
Bar, or group classes, or
Group classes come with the basic and the premium membership. Personal training packages as well. So one-on-one personal training.
anything else that you guys can think of? Is there tanning?
So we don't have tanning anymore. Now
Just
we're
the
doing
red
red light there.
I have tanning.
You have tanning in yours?
Oh,
I'm getting a new tanning bed.
what?
Oh, is that the
I'm
secret?
jealous.
No,
Oh,
that's
boy.
not
Okay,
the
that's not
secret,
the
but that is a
secret.
good one.
I'm jealous. That's dope. Though.
Okay.
That's good.
Sorry.
Which that's the good thing about the clubs. Everyone has something different to offer. We all have the same amenities, but extra intangibles that people really like.
Nice.
I think it's cool that you guys have like step classes and yoga classes, all the different things. And
Right.
I was talking to Kelci earlier, and we were like, wait, you're the equivalent of 5 different gyms all coming
100%.
to one, because that's been a frustration for a lot of people is you have to buy 4 gym memberships if you want Pilates and recovery, and you want to lift weights and you want to do cardio. You have all these
Exactly.
different gym memberships.
Exactly. A lot of people come to the gym and they tell us the same things like, hey, I'm paying for, this class at this one location and it's this price, but you guys have, 15 plus classes that I can take, on top of getting training, on top of getting stretch and recovery.
Yep.
So we do offer a lot for crazy low price a month.
Yeah. And if people want to come, try it out. They get the first one free, I think, right? Or
First
a
one's
member
free.
can bring you for free, maybe.
Definitely go online, onelifefitness.com. Everyone can go on and we can sign for a free day pass. Come on in, check the gym out. 18 or older, come on in, enjoy for sure.
What is the youngest somebody could work out with a member? Like if we have a kid,
12 years old.
12?
12
nice.
years, you can have a membership.
And then how do you guys verify that? Or you don't? You kind of you just trust the parent.
Gonna call us out right now.
Because well, no, I like one of my other gyms. I snuck my 11-year-old in,
Yeah.
and I just pretended, and it was 13 at that place.
Well,
So-
now I'm gonna be asking for birth certificates. So-
Well, that's what I was kind of thinking. I was like, what are they gonna say? Give me the birth certificate. I'd be like, well, I didn't bring his birth certificate. You know what I mean?
This is more like the honor system.
Right.
Mom
You
and
put
dad
them in a
sign
room.
them up.
They put them in a room. They're like, how old are you? What's your birthday?
Like karma's a real thing.
I ask the kid. The kid normally tells you the truth off the bat.
Right.
Yeah,
You can tell
true.
they're lying.
Yeah.
It's nice to start working out early, though.
Yeah.
Like I started working out. I mean, I played hockey, but we would work out earlier than that, and it was just a normal thing in our life. So, but if you start at 18, you're kind of behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, man. But I started head first. I went into the gym, then military right after that.
Oh, did you?
So I jumped feet first.
So, all right, I want to go back to tea a little bit because I've been thinking about it a lot.
Back to T.
So you guys were dating for how long?
I think like maybe a year.
A year?
Maybe a year.
And then one day she just ripped your heart out.
No, we went to this game. We had homecoming,
Football game?
right? And I didn't have a football team at my school. I went to art school. But the home school, North Charleston High School.
You went
where
to
I would've
art
went.
high school.
Yes, it's called
I
School of the
didn't
Arts.
even know that.
I've never heard of that.
Didn't either.
Charleston
Pretty
County
sweet.
School of the Arts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So there's not much math there.
No, there's math.
Oh, you still have to do math.
Right. But you got majors like, singing, dancing,
Yeah.
band, drawing,
Got it.
poetry, stuff like that.
No football team.
No
No,
football
lacrosse team.
No lacrosse.
Any sport?
No hockey
Chess
teams.
team.
There's a chess
We
team.
had a chess team. I don't think they were good, but we had one.
Okay.
What was the mascot? Did you have a mascot?
A Pegasus.
What the hell is that?
Well, yeah, I don't know what that is.
Oh wait,
a
that's a
horse with the
Greek
wings.
mythology.
Oh, those are sweet.
Those are different for sure. So that
Magical,
was our mascot.
majestic.
There you go.
All right. So T's at a different school.
Nah, he's the same school.
Oh,
He's in the
school.
same
So you guys are the same
except-
school, but you go to a
yeah,
different
we
school's
go
football
to a
game.
big homecoming game that everyone goes to.
Okay.
And the guy does well at that game. He goes to a different school.
Okay.
He does well that game. He's playing for the team. I'm not playing for the team.
Is he quarterback?
He's definitely not the quarterback. Would have been such a cliche story.
That would have been too cliche.
All right, he's telling a movie.
He's a tight end. He was a tight end.
Okay.
He's a tight end. So he was a built guy. And then I go, gotta get in my car. I'm gonna bring it to the front so I can pick her up.
Yeah.
And I see him and her talking. I'm like, wow, that's kind of crazy. They don't know each other. How'd that happen? So days go on and it just ends. Communication stops. No longer meeting up in class and things like that.
What?
She probably gave her snap away to him, huh?
Well, on her MySpace, she had his jersey on. And I was like, man, that was fast.
Wow.
Oh my! What year was this?
That was 07. I graduated in 08.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
MySpace was big then.
It was. Very crucial.
All right, dude. I think there's a lot to be said. I remember.
You need a little heartbreak.
Yeah, I remember like when that happened to me, it was just like, what else are you gonna do other than just work out? Like all the time that you used to spend texting on the phone, whatever else you would do together, you just go to the gym and eat tuna,
gym.
and it's like, all right,
Jim and
awesome.
tuna.
Going to get it strong, man.
Yeah.
I never got into the tanning thing. What was it? Gym tanning laundry.
Laundry.
So when I went to chiropractic school, that was the first time I did undergrad and I still lived at home. So that was the very first time that I had to do my own laundry or cook my own food. And it was a 4 to 5 month window until I was like, I can't do this anymore.
Wow. Wow.
I gotta find a wife.
Somebody's in
And
there.
there she is. All right.
What are all the positions at One Life? So you guys
Yeah.
are the GMs, and then I know there's like fitness directors,
Right.
trainers.
Right.
What else do we have in there?
Stretch.
So,
Any other like specialists or I mean, you got clean. I'm sure like janitors and
Yeah, we
or
have a
maybe
clean team. We have front desk associates,
front desk.
kids care supervisors, kids care workers, membership managers, which are the salespeople, and then
facility maintenance guys.
yes,
Obviously the trainers. Trainers and the guys that do stretch recovery, they're the same individuals.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are like? So, do you guys have to do meetings with all these people, or what's a week or a month look like for you guys, and how often you're communicating with people? And I'm curious at like who's the most difficult to work with? Like what grouping, trainers or
This is
Yes.
awesome question.
trainers are the most difficult
Definitely
to work
the
with.
most
difficult.
100%. Yeah.
I feel like they're probably the most like ego, like kind of have their own methodologies that how they want to do things.
Yes,
You go
and
ahead. You go ahead.
And I don't want to get you guys in trouble either. Like this
No.
is
No, of
meant.
course,
Okay.
of course.
So-
yeah, no, I won't say anything bad. I don't think. No, so the trainers, and having been one before, you take that job. It's I can make my own schedule. This is my own time.
Right.
You know, so it's like I can do kind of a little bit what I want.
yeah.
So you run into that a little sometimes to remind them they still work. You know,
Yes.
for
Are there a
One
certain
Life.
number of hours that you guys want them or require them to check in?
Yeah, well, so they have to work a minimum of 12 hours.
Okay.
But checking in wise, I mean, realistically, you just have to create that kind of culture where they want to come to you and they want to, check in with you every day. Like, hey, check in with me when you get here. Check in with me before you go. What does your week look like? Because their weeks are a little bit different sometimes. Some of them also have full-time jobs, and this is a part-time job for them. But you can make a career out of it, absolutely. So I would say the trainers, but I mean, I think you guys had come. People are in my office
All the time.
all day,
Yeah.
all day long,
Yeah.
including staff. So I'm checking in with mine every day, see what's
Seeing
going
how-
on. Yeah.
So don't have to do like do you guys do like official group meetings or things where you're like, all right, every month we have to go through certain metrics or certain things?
Yeah, sure.
Yes.
So definitely, especially at my club, we do it once a month. It's just important. A lot of personnel come in and out, from sales guys to trainers, whether they're new, coming back, or things of that nature. You want everyone to be family, essentially. That's the good thing about One Life. They let each
stay right in
GM.
that
I'm sorry. That's the good thing about One Life. They let each GM, run the company or run their gym as they want to.
Yeah.
So it's important to build a family atmosphere. So having those monthly meetings, weekly meetings, like Kelci's saying, and I've been to her gym, so I know it's bad. It's just as bad as mine. Daily, they talk to us, call us when we're there, when we're not there. But you're the backbone of the whole entire gym. So it is difficult with maybe the trainers. They are a little different because they make their own schedules, and really they're the superstars of the gym. People come and they see them. They see them working out, they
Right.
see them doing things. It's like these are the people who I'm looking forward to talking to about whatever goals I have.
Nice.
So being as though they know how important they are, it's like, well, you guys are important. You got to be here. So communication sometimes is just difficult.
Sure.
Do they specialize a little bit too? Meaning,
Like you got a
someone
bicep
might
guy.
be
Oh yeah.
yeah, or
Forearm guy.
mostly like females over 60 or
But
22-year-old bodybuilders.
right. So I have about 14 trainers at my maybe 10. You probably definitely double that. But everyone has their own niche, obviously.
Yeah.
Everyone has their favorite things to do, their favorite kind of workouts, and then favorite client. So as GMs, it's up to us to know them well enough to know what they're good at training at and what kind of customer they're good at being around and, hopefully against their goals. So we partner them with who we think is the better person for them.
Nice. Are the trainers can they contract, like, are they independent contractors where they would go to another gym, or you guys don't, how do you control that?
So they're all through One Life. They
Okay,
don't. We don't do
nice.
the independent contracting. So we give them opportunities when people sign up for a new gym membership. They'll get a consultation with a trainer, and that's their opportunity. To start with them, just let them know like a baseline of where they're at, and then how we can help them from there. So. Yeah, the independent contracting would get a little.
Yeah, I feel like they would just be scooping them over to their home gym or whatever.
Yes, yeah.
Not to say that doesn't get a little crazy sometimes, though.
Right.
We do have to manage that in the gym. Other trainers from other backgrounds try and come into the gym and train individuals.
Right.
You got to kind of let them know, hey, you can't do that, guys. We can give you a job, but you can't train out of my gym.
Yeah. And then above you guys is like corporate. How is that, and who are your point people for corporate that you're working with and dealing with?
Yeah, so we
Position-wise.
Yeah.
I love this question for Kelci. So we have a regional. Our regional name is Alex.
Yeah.
He's a great guy, great regional. He works really, really hard to take care of all of us. He's over all the clubs. We have 5 in Columbia area. And he takes a day of out of the week to be at every club weekly. So she's the biggest club, so he's there, so.
Quite a bit. Big Alex.
It's okay.
That's our direct. And then he has individuals he reports to. But we've all been to the DC area where we've met HR. Like, everyone says you have to talk to HR. We've met them,
That's
and
cool.
been able to talk to them. So now emails have like a liveliness to them because we know who we're talking to now. Everyone from the CEO down. So they're really cool, really cool.
I like that. And then in the movies, you see a lot of trainers and gym workers getting hit on. Is this give us the real life applications of what's happening in the gym world? Ooh. And how, and I guess from your guys' point of view, how do you manage that? If you're getting the whispers of Joey B over here is hooking up with our client Betty. And are you guys cool with that? Or you just kind of keep, not cool with it, but keep your mittens out of it?
So there's professionalism, right?
Yeah.
And then there's just
because the
things
movie
that we can't have.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah.
It's going to happen. We're in a gym.
A lot of
stuff.
A lot of skin out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We want everyone to feel comfortable in the gym. If it comes to our attention that someone is feeling uncomfortable, absolutely we'll address it.
Yeah.
If it's
almost like a dating environment in there, though, right?
It is.
It's a
People
hub
do
for
go.
sure.
Yes, people
It's a
do
hub
go
for
to the
sure.
gym to date. You're gonna have to ask me more specific questions on.
All right,
this.
yeah. What's the right move to hit on a trainer if you're into him or her?
To hit on the trainer, like if you were a client.
Yeah, do you have to stop service? Would it be like, hey, Mary, I need to stop working out with you because I'd like to ask you on a date, or slip her a note?
So, I mean, honestly, I think when they're trying to talk to us, because it happens often. Just like we're talking about, it's literally everyday thing, right?
You get hit on every day.
Oh yeah,
Me
Pretty much.
specifically?
Yeah.
Instagram.
Almost every day.
It's consistent.
Yeah.
It's consistent.
It's a good rhythm.
It's consistent.
Yeah.
It doesn't, my numbers are good.
Yeah.
But in the same breath, whether it's training or whether it's getting people to join the gym or talking to members, and they're like, oh well, who are you? Can I train with you? Are you single? I bet,
Right.
Stuff like that. You want to remain professional. It happens too often. We have big enough titles to respect it. And you would hate for someone to leave out the gym and they're able to say, oh, this GM flirted with me or this trainer flirted with me. That really puts a bad voices out in the streets, So I tell my trainers whenever it happens, because they tell me all the time, Brandon, this member here, she wants my number. What do I do? I want to make sure she doesn't want to buy a PT unless I give her my number. It's like, well, that's not the business we're in, So you can gently spin that a different way. I appreciate the admiration, but I would love to train you. Maybe we can use that to fuel you to be successful with this PT plan.
Yeah.
And maybe we can take this 3-month plan and make it 6 months. Now you can see me every day.
Love that.
And you just want to mix a little bit of it You can say I do
How do
it
you say
often,
no?
right?
I almost said yes to him right there.
What are we signing up for?
For sure.
Well, it is interesting. I mean, now that I'm sitting here thinking about it, a lot of gyms, and we've had a lot of gym owners on, they're mainly like female-dominated gyms or male-dominated gyms where the majority of the people are one or the other. In your guys' operation, I mean, it's big and it's probably fairly close to 50-50. And just that amount of people coming that are interested in the same thing and there's a physical component to that just feels like it's the right place to find love, right?
Yeah, I mean, we see it all the time.
Yeah. What's
Go
a
ahead,
good?
go ahead. Tell your stories, Kelci. I want to hear 'em.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
This is the platform to share, Kelci.
So, have you ever had anyone come into your gym and ask, like, has my husband been here? Can you look him up?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
man, it
Really?
happens so
Oh yeah.
often.
People call and ask like, "Oh, did they come in today?" We don't give check-in time.
Can't do that.
No, absolutely
Really?
not.
Yeah.
Do you say anything like
No.
they were here or not? You just
No.
go,
You gotta say you gotta contact them. Unfortunately, I can't tell you.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it happens
HIPAA.
so much.
Yeah. You say, "Oh wait, are you the wife? Weren't you here with him earlier today? I saw you guys kissing on
were a
the
few
balcony."
See, you're gonna cause a lot of issues.
That,
Yeah, I know,
you wouldn't
that's-
want to do that.
That's wild.
People want to come and they want to walk and check for themselves. You know, I've had one lady, she came into the gym. She was physically calling her husband, but she wanted to walk through the gym and see if he was here, why he's not answering.
What do you do?
mean-
Do you like escort her around, or do you just say like, "Hey, you
Well,
gotta"?
she couldn't come in the gym
'Cause you
know,
gotta
I
scan
couldn't
it?
let her past the front desk. She was so irate, I couldn't let her past. So she just, kind of paced in the
Yeah.
front, calling him, and he was in the gym, which is the crazy part.
Yeah.
So,
Was he doing anything nefarious?
no, he was working out, man. I guess
Dude,
maybe
he's
he just
just
needed
chilling.
a breather.
His phone was in the locker room.
He just needed a breather. He just came out. Yeah, he was like, "You okay? What's going on?" And she's just so frustrated. She's frustrated. She just goes outside and doesn't say anything. So
That's one of the things that I like about being in a bigger gym like that is you can go at times when you're the smallest person in the gym. I like being the smallest one there because you just want to lift heavier.
That happens
The
to him a
whole
lot,
time.
though. He's not very big.
That is part of my issue. But when you look around and there's 10 other guys and every guy there has biceps triple your size, it's a lot easier to lift heavier
makes you
weight.
go heavier.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
if you're sitting there and you're the biggest guy, you're like,
You're
yeah,
not motivated.
yeah, you're just kind of like showing off, or maybe you could do 80s, but you just pull up 70s because the next closest guy is a 30.
Right.
I'm curious about what are the I guess things that you've seen that the average person should be aware of to either not do or like it might not be black and white. Like I'm thinking dress code. Let's start with dress code as simple. What's nowadays it's getting skimpier and skimpier where for women and men that I think I've seen men like shirtless and then
Yes.
women with maybe like nipple covers and thongs and filming themselves. What's the appropriate, when you guys are like, all right, here's our standard on this. Can we go shirtless?
Can't go shirtless.
No,
Can't
you
be
can't go
shirtless.
shirtless.
Okay.
It
Just, like,
happens,
stringy, though,
for
like-
sure. It happens. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't be shirtless.
like
it's like
Just one little. I saw a guy in it was one of those wrestling singlets.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely not.
I have a
Yeah,
couple
no.
of those guys.
He was a
Oh my
big
gosh.
guy though. I wasn't gonna tell him he's not
Yeah.
allowed to wear that.
Yeah.
You have, as long as you're covered up. As long as you're covered up.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know, man. I haven't had anything crazy come in my
Okay.
gym. I think the worst thing, honestly, is like maybe my jacuzzi. Older guys
Oh,
tend to
yeah.
think they can wear Speedos and stuff.
Love a good old guy in a Speedo.
Oh man, and it's so stereotypical. It's like red Speedo, yellow Speedo every single time.
What do you say?
They
Can
just
you-
don't care.
What do you
It's,
tell him?
it's a female member who comes and says, "Hey, it's a gentleman in the jacuzzi. He's wearing a Speedo. I don't want to see it."
It's okay
So,
though, right? What are you gonna say? Are you gonna say you gotta wear
mean-
shorts?
We're anti-European.
Yeah. He's covered everything's covered, right?
I
Hopefully.
mean, but you go back there and it's like super loose, or like
it's not fitting well. There's parts kind of dangling out.
so now
Some
since this
skin.
malfunctions with your
Yeah,
wardrobe here,
that's good.
sir,
Good
you
point.
have to change right now.
Your wardrobe's
you know?
malfunctioning.
And they're so thrown off by that. What do you mean?
Yeah.
They look fine. It's like, sir, I can see.
All right, so wear appropriate stuff. Second thing, like noises. What level of noise are you guys good with, or like not so much when doing some heavy lifts? Or like somebody getting hyped up. You know, sometimes they're like hitting each other and yelling and.
I mean, like personally or like professionally? Personally, I
What
just
personal
don't
noises do you
when
like?
it's-
Personally, how do you handle noises?
Yeah, wait, what personal noises do you like? Let's start there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, do you scream? Are you a
just-
screamer? Like, what are we going?
Which question are we answering?
Yeah, where are we at here? I'm getting lost.
I mean, personally, when people in the gym are making noises, bothers me.
Yeah,
Like
a lot of
grunting.
attention.
Yes, I don't like the grunting or
Yelling.
yelling.
Yeah.
Some people sing. They have their headphones in and they sing along.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm a dancer for sure in the
We've-
gym.
Yeah.
Are you really?
I have to be.
You are. What kind of dance moves?
Yeah.
Just
Simple,
subtle, but
like
yeah,
definite dad moves, you know,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
nothing
yeah.
crazy.
like a little side to
like,
side.
you know, two-step, you know, swing your arms a little bit, little, you know, shoulder movements. You know,
And you
Yeah.
squint your eyes like that too.
definitely.
Yeah.
Whole thing.
Oh, he's
Whole
lost
thing.
in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You got to get pumped, man.
Yeah.
Phone,
like that.
phone calls are a whole nother thing.
Yeah.
There's people who talk on their phone their whole entire workout.
Yeah. People get
You
mad
got
at
it.
that.
Do you complain? What's the right move? We would come complain to
Yeah,
you.
like filming and all that stuff.
Well,
Give us-
sometimes people come and complain. Sometimes they'll just try to fight each other. You know,
Yeah.
whichever.
like, get off your
comes
phone. I
first.
need to use the machine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of that. Yeah. Don't sit there on your phone. You're gonna get maybe beat up.
Okay.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Someone's going to tell us
It's
something.
And I'm
it's
gonna get
usually
bothered.
big. It's only usually really big guys that are doing it.
Yes.
It's like 16-year-old kids or the biggest guy you can ever imagine who no
Yes.
one's going to say anything to him.
Yeah.
I
Yep.
definitely have guys in my gym. Like, I think superset is a problem in my gym. There's
What
like
is it?
one guy who uses like 4 machines at one time.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
But it's like prime time. You can't
Yeah, you
use
can't
4
do
machines
that.
at once. And then you're like taking your time. You know, you
Right.
can't do this. So I have
And
to limit
sweating
him.
profusely all over all 4
man.
machines.
Let's talk about sweat. That was my next thing. Let's say you're not sweating. You finish up on a machine. Are you still requiring a wipe down?
Yeah.
100%.
every time.
Absolutely.
100%.
Yeah.
Really?
Not sweating isn't a form of not leaving, you know, residue or some kind of, you know.
All right. You know where I just never see people wipe down is dumbbells. So like they go up, do some bicep curls, set it down. They're not wiping.
Cleaning crew.
That's
Cleaning
it.
crew comes and cleans it up.
So then that's why I kind of thought like, all right, maybe if you just leave it dry, everything's fine.
Goes away.
Yeah.
Just falls off.
So you just don't wipe down any
sometimes
equipment, is what I'm gathering.
Yeah, like I enjoy not doing it. I do, but I think to myself,
I do, but I enjoy not.
I pretend. Like, well, sometimes I just pretend. Like, as bad as that's gonna sound bad.
You have the dry wipe that you've used the whole time, and
like
it's just
I just
yeah.
do
Just
like
does
the.
it.
All right, everybody saw me.
Everybody
do that,
saw
but,
me do it.
but I didn't really clean anything. All right, so you got I mean, definitely if things are wet, you gotta wipe it. But I always the dry situation. I gotta get better at that. Okay, what's the appropriate amount of time to flex in the mirror, or like just mirror time in general?
Ooh, yeah. And you have to break it down by in the locker room versus out of the locker room.
Public, private.
So
Public, you got like not that long.
Really?
Yeah, you don't have a lot of time.
You gotta just do
30,
You got to
45
get
seconds.
it. Yes,
Get
and
in,
you
get
better
out.
like
Oh,
snap.
45
That's
seconds is a long time.
Dude, 30 to 45 is a good amount of time.
I mean, give or take. You know?
What kind of flexes?
I go
How do you
full-
flex
that's a
for
full
40
routine for
yes,
me.
I would
Right,
do. I would do this. I'd probably do this.
See, but
yeah.
see how you get it all in one shot. If
Yeah.
I told you like 15 seconds, now you got to do it multiple times.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
Get
good
one shot.
point.
But now if you're in the locker room, I mean, do your
Much
thing.
as you need.
Do your thing.
Locker room, as long as there's no one in the background. All right,
Right.
we have a
Yeah.
big problem with that.
True.
Right
Like
now.
people filming, flexing, and or
filming, taking pictures, and then someone's
in the
just-
locker room. Yeah.
Yeah, trying to get dressed behind you. Could,
Right.
What a move that is.
Yeah.
You
Your
just wanna
guys' mirrors do make your body look better, though. There's something about the mirrors,
Yeah. Anything special you guys are doing with your mirrors?
What are you trying to say?
or maybe it's the lighting.
It's like AI. It's like,
You know, on
Takes
dodgeball
10 pounds
when
off.
Ben Stiller's like, go take 5 or go add 5 pounds to the women's
Yes,
scales.
yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, Globo Gym.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's a great movie.
But it does feel better, and maybe it's just that you always have a pump when you're
Lighting is
working out
good.
and it looks good. But yeah, something makes
It's the
me
lighting.
look better than I do
the
outside
lighting.
of there.
It's the lighting for some reason, I think, for me.
Yeah.
It's
Definitely
I
lighting.
mean, in its angles, like
Yeah.
for sure.
Were either of you in the bodybuilding world? Did you guys do it competing? You guys did?
I did.
Nice. What'd you get into?
I did bikini.
That's the best one, I think.
Yeah. Why do you say that?
I agree with
I
that.
don't know. It just makes so much sense to me. There's just I love the bikini side of it. What's the next tier up? Because it just starts getting a little too aggressive.
Yeah.
Is-
They do wellness, and I don't know it too well now. They have figure competitors. They have what's the
There's a few of them. I don't.
and then there's actually like bodybuilding too.
Yeah.
I think, which is
pro and amateur.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Nice.
And how long did you do that for? Tell us more about it. Tell us about your first show.
Yeah, so I did one show and I lost like 20 pounds probably. I was like 8% body fat.
Holy shit.
And I was the meanest person that you've probably ever met in your life. Yes. I was hungry and
And
tired.
you seem like you're probably kind of mean right now, just in general.
your baseline.
So 8%, you got to be, because you weren't eating
yeah.
or drinking water, probably.
Yeah. No, I was drinking water, but I was not eating enough and I was doing a ton of cardio. Yeah, I was just, I like sweets. I like
Right.
to eat. So that was not an ideal situation for me. I did well, though, in my competition. Would I do one again? Probably not. But it was cool to see I could be disciplined enough to do it.
Yeah.
How long did it take?
I prepped for 14 weeks.
Okay. And you lost 20 pounds in 14 weeks.
Yes.
That's so much.
Yeah.
So you're doing, walk us through what that looked like. You were doing 600 calories a day, maybe?
No. So the least amount of calories I did was 1,200, but I was moving so much.
Right.
I was doing like an hour and a half on the stairs. I was doing
Hour and a half stairs is
Yeah.
insane.
That's crazy.
hood on, tears coming down. Yeah.
I hit 5 minis on the stairs and I feel good about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do 7.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you,
I
and
couldn't
you do
do
like
that
the
now.
up, and then you probably did like the sideways and the backwards.
Oh, no,
all the
I didn't
different
do
angles.
all that,
Oh,
no.
I see
Just
people doing
walking
that.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah.
So stay hour and a half and then lift.
Yeah, I wasn't doing any crazy lifting, just like high rep, low weight, pretty much. I mean, the workouts were intense, but nothing crazy.
The high rep, low weight, that's just a tone, right? You're not trying to build mass. That's just cutting almost.
Yes, yeah.
Okay. Is there any nutrition coaching over there? Like, is there any, if somebody wanted to do bodybuilding or whatever, is there anything they could do at One Life?
So we can give nutrition guidance, but we're not registered dietitians, so we can't give them
Gotcha.
like full nutrition plans. But we can give guidance and, you know, like
Advice, tips.
advice.
Like maybe McDonald's every morning is not the right move.
That wouldn't be advice from us. You know, that'd be advice from somebody else.
Someone else
Well,
would say that.
One of our trainers might just ask you about what your diet is currently, especially if you come in for one of our free consultations that we give all of our members. We sit you down with a PT person and they tell you, or they ask you, what do you eat? What I eat today? Would you eat today? And then we might say, well, don't eat so much of this. Maybe take out that, replace this with that. Certain tips that might just be the key thing to help you change, so you can get some good gains.
Yeah.
Nice. Tell us about the kids care side of it. You mentioned it a little bit, but I don't think a lot of people know that's a nice feature that you guys have.
Definitely. So Kids Care, we open it twice a day, Monday through Thursday, 8 to 1 and then 4 to 8, satisfy both working classes. Children from ages 1 to 11 are able to stay there in the gym for up to 2 hours a day. We have great Kids Care ladies that work with us. They care about the children. We have a really strict security policy with them. If you didn't bring the child cannot leave with you. So they take good care of the children. We do events. We We play with the children. They do small little activities with them in there. Not to mention there's toys, basketball courts, Xboxes for them to, use in their leisure time. Not to mention they make friends,
Yep. Nice.
It was great. I took both my kids there every day for years.
What's like? You guys kind of mentioned a day in the life as a GM, mainly in your office, people coming in. How often do you walk on the floor? Do you guys wear like a fanny pack with like little anything in it? What's kind of
No fanny pack for
fanny
me.
pack
I
for
don't
me.
know if you have one.
Nah, just the phone. Just the phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Literally, we can do everything from it.
Yeah, I mean, I try to stay out of my office as much as I can. You want to be up at I spend some time at the front desk greeting people. I'll even do like a shift up there too.
Yeah.
Doing walkthroughs of the gym. Forest Acres is a pretty big facility, so there's something for me to be doing at all times. So I'll be walking around talking to members, just learning some more about them, seeing what their goals are, how I can help. And it's important to just be a presence on the floor and around. We're the faces of the gym and want to make sure that everyone can come to us, which they do for sure. So I think we've done a decent job at that.
No, definitely. Just like her, I can't stay in my office. People will bring me out if I'm in there too long.
Yeah.
And we like to talk to people. We like to interact. That's part of the funness of the job, being able to meet individuals and inspire them to come in here and, be a part of the gym. So we need to be seen. People feel more comfortable when they see us. They like to have conversations from what they did last week on vacation with their family to, how can I lose 20 pounds for a wedding or whatever it is. So having that face, being able to talk to individuals, it definitely, like she said, puts your face out there. Like, what is it called? Familiarity with the members.
Nice. Do you guys have any body metric scanning type devices or anything that you guys check for people? And what all is a part of that?
Yeah, so not to mention several scales around the gym. We have a regular in-body scale. It's thermal sensing. So there you can get your body weight, muscle, fat, water retention, body fat percentage, all kinds of those numbers that we need for our trainers to know how you can go through a workout.
Sweet.
And then we also tell you about them too.
How often do you do that?
It depends. So members can do it, premier members can do it as often as they like. We recommend once a month. Give your time or give the data some time to collect and actually change and show anything going on. But I mean, ask us. We'll normally help you out.
Yeah.
Do you guys think it's strange? Say there's a whole row of treadmills or whatever, the ellipticals, and one person's working out. Is it strange to go and work out right next to them?
Psycho.
Psychopath
I'm like,
move?
I knew you were going to ask that. Yes. That's weird.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Go far away because they probably want to be
They're in their own little
alone.
thing. Yeah. What if you're trying to like compete with them a little bit? You're looking for a little competition.
That's what I was
Okay,
thinking.
that's honestly me though a little bit.
You're the psychopath.
I'm the psychopath because I'm competitive. So like I'll go next to them
Yeah.
and I'm like, or on the stairs. I'm like, they're on 10. I have to go on 11. I'm like watching over, and I'm not getting off until they are.
Yeah.
You have
Like,
to now.
yeah.
It's like a challenge.
It is. Yeah. That's why I used to take the classes.
Really?
Like,
Okay.
yeah.
The group stuff?
Yes.
Just to watch everybody and say, Betty doesn't
I'm
want it
faster
today.
than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not
You just
gonna-
need to know.
And they have no idea.
Yeah. They're just like minding their business, like, feeling good.
You like
probably.
shoulder them on your way out, like I crushed you today.
They're like, what are you talking about? I have no clue what just
Yeah,
happened.
like, why are you mad at me?
It's the same with barbells and dumbbells though, probably, right? When you're scouring the floor, you know who's picking up a 55 dumbbell curl.
Oh, yeah.
You
What? Oh, you're saying like just the size.
bicep curl. If you
Yeah.
pick up a 55 to bicep curl, well, what would be a bicep curl weight for you?
Me?
Yeah,
Oh, 65s.
yeah.
65 on the bicep curl?
Tom thought that was squat or bench, but that's just the
Yeah.
bicep curl.
Oh, you don't want it on my bench then.
I do like
What's
15.
I do want to know your bench.
15. My bench right now, 405.
Oh, you didn't
big.
see when he called us out?
Oh, yeah, you guys.
He
want
called
bench.
us out on Instagram, the other GMs. to.
To do
I
some benching.
wholeheartedly believe I'm the
Yeah.
strongest GM, like wholeheartedly.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Wait, the strongest in general
Yep,
is
pound for
crazy.
pound.
I know, that's why I challenged. No one challenged me back. You saw it.
Nobody
No one
wants
challenged
it.
back.
Challenge me on bench press.
Put your challenge up.
Put it up.
You got to put
All
your
right.
challenge up. Then I'm going to go beat it.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Like, how are you guys judging people on fitness? This is a good kind of
Well,
said
we judge
judging?
each other,
Yeah.
obviously.
We're
Yeah.
always in competition between
bench
clubs
press,
all the time.
bicep curls, squat, just the big moves. What about like pull ups, push ups, that kind of stuff?
Cardio.
I could do
Cardio.
more than.
Yeah.
Can you do pull-ups?
I can do pull-ups.
I can do
mean,
more than you. The way you answered that wasn't very confident.
Okay.
Love that.
Bet.
Yeah.
We could make that happen.
You're gonna see me practicing all week.
You
We have members who challenge us. I have members challenge us
Same,
all
yeah.
the time. Are you crazy?
Yeah.
I will smoke you.
What?
That's
405
All the
bench is massive.
Yeah.
Thanks. I appreciate that.
I mean, what do you walk me through it?
He's
What does
so
it look
jealous.
like? I have
So
because
jealous.
last year I was getting to 3. My goal was 315. I got to 295,
Very good.
and then at 295, I just felt like I was too big in one area. I was disproportionate.
Man,
did
that's
My
the
strong,
chest
bro,
was too
boss.
big.
You did the Instagram post on like how to work up to a bench though.
Right.
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 Yeah.
So you got to think, right? Use bench. That's one part of your chest you're using. There's also other muscles that help you with a strong bench. Your back is very important. So if you don't do a lot of pulling exercises that work your back, then you should probably incorporate some of those. Pushing movements involve chest, right? Pulling movements involve back. So I would definitely throw in more back. And then tricep workouts.
Yeah.
Triceps probably 40% of benching really properly. So increase, triceps and back workouts, you'll grow your bench. Most definitely.
All right.
Did you have a buddy you were working out with?
Definitely. I had a guy, I was a engineer at Boeing before I started doing fitness
Yeah.
stuff seriously. And then there was a guy, he was massive.
Just spot you and all that.
Yeah, and I'm like, bro, I just want to learn how do I just do better.
Yeah.
I don't want to lift what you're lifting. I want to die. I just want to, how do I do it? And he went to Pivotal, every day with me. And I hit 225. And when I hit 225, I felt like a superhero. But I knew I could do more.
Yeah.
And he just worked with me. And really just getting under that bar and pushing it, man.
225 bench seems like the baseline for what a guy should be able to do.
At least.
That's
At
what
least.
I
At
think.
least.
Like under 225, you're just not trying.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Get in there and put in the work.
Come on,
Get
man.
under the barbell.
Come on, man. Come on. What are you doing?
What's the right way to ask for spotting? Is there a wrong way?
There's a
Feel good
wrong
about
way
it.
to spot somebody,
Yeah.
but not a wrong way to ask for
Okay.
it. Definitely. Like, hey, boss.
I think people are nervous about that,
Which one?
like asking
Asking?
for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
People ask me when I'm up there sometimes. And I,
To spot you?
yeah.
To spot them?
Yeah, and I freak out a little bit. Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
On like heavy stuff?
Yeah.
Of course they ask you.
Oh, Brandon looks forward to that. He's like, oh yeah, sure.
I walk around asking people if they need a spot.
He just gets behind him.
This
He
is what
doesn't
you do.
he doesn't
They're
even
like,
ask
no, I'm
sometimes.
good. I'm good. I'm like, don't worry, I got you. They're
One
like,
more.
I'm only squatting 45 on each side. I'm like, don't worry.
Like, no, they're like, I'm warming up. I'm stretching. I don't need you.
That's like one of the ways guys hit on girls.
Yeah.
Like you'll have like
Oh yeah, on a
500
squat.
pounds on a bar. It's like, can you spot me? Like, come on, man. She's like 125. What is she supposed to
Right.
spot?
Some girls are into that. Some girls hate that, I would imagine. I've never asked, but
I haven't
I've
met
never-
one girl who likes it yet. So.
you haven't?
I haven't.
Oh, do you like it? Do you feel like it's flattering when they come and ask you?
Is it flattering?
I don't think it's
It gives you time to
flattering.
look at them.
Yeah.
You
okay,
notice
so
them.
it kind of it probably depends.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be mad. I'm usually just like, "Oh, thank you. I'm okay."
Yeah.
But some people get like really mad. Some people like it a lot.
Right. And people that like to give advice too. What do you?
Oh, yeah, we have a lot of those.
They come over and try to like, hey, you need to do it this way.
Yeah, people don't like advice
No.
in the gym.
No.
No.
Not at all. It's like I know what I do. I know my body kind of thing. Like,
Yep.
don't mess up my routine.
But there is a time when you can tell a person's brand new and they have no clue what they're doing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Which I had one of those and I was watching her do that. I forget what it was, but she was really having a hard time like getting the weight figured out. And I was like, I don't want to be that guy that goes and like mansplains it to her.
Yeah.
But I also have to help. I
Yeah,
can't let her.
say
I can't
something.
sit there and
Yeah.
let her do this for the next 10 minutes.
I had a lady come in and she came in the first day to the gym. She was an older lady. She didn't want anyone's help, not a trainer, not anything. This is just her new beginning. She's going to do it on her own. She got on the treadmill and tried to make it move manually. So like she's holding the
Was she
front
on-
of it,
That's old school.
like lunge, and she's like trying to literally push, And so I'm looking at my front desk. I'm like, how long do you think till we tell her that she
Yeah.
just presses the on button? Like, how long? And so I went over there to tell her, and she was like, "Is this one stuck? Is it broken?"
Oh man.
No, ma'am. So I'm gonna help you out really quick. So to start it, we're gonna press start. That's how we're gonna start. And she was like,
A lot of people get confused on this.
she was like, "Oh my god, oh my god, thank you."
Jeez.
And then did you help her a little more after that, or did she figured
Honestly,
it out?
I showed her, this is how you go up. So I went through the whole spell, just because you don't know. Sometimes you have to look at it and be like, you know what, she does not know. And that's the good thing about working in the gym and experiencing different, gym goers. You got the experienced guys and you got the guys who want to be experienced and genuinely have no idea what to do when they come in those doors, like what to do. If you've never been to a treadmill before, I guess you wouldn't know how to start a treadmill, I guess. But I helped her out and showed her how to cut it on, how to elevate, decline, increase speed, and she ended up leaving out with some free merch. She was happy.
Sweet. When do you guys work out? Like, when's your go-to times, or is it kind of throughout the whole day?
11 and 2. Between 11 and 2 for me.
That's your spot.
Yeah.
7 p.m. or 5 a.m.
Really? Later,
Yeah.
early.
Yes. Yeah.
You ever roll a 7 p.m. and then next morning 5 a.m.?
Yes.
Really?
I have done that. Depending on my schedule for the day, I just have to make time for it. So late at night, I typically like doing it just when I get home. Something to do, kind of shut my
You do
brain
it at
off.
home? You don't even do it at the gym?
I do it at the gym and at home.
Wow.
Yes.
Nice.
Because then I can just work out
Yep.
and not get.
Have somebody bothering you.
Yeah.
Oh, man, it sucks. It
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, that part is definitely tough. Like if I want to do it in the middle of the day, sometimes random occasion I will, but it's tough to get a
People want
full
you.
workout in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While you're at work, it's almost impossible.
Yes. Yeah.
You
And
got
it's
guys
dumb
like
stuff.
Tom. You got guys like Tom videoing you, and you're doing your warm up set.
Video
Yeah.
or asking
Yeah.
This guy
constant
says
questions.
405, and he's got 50 pounds on his
While you're bench
bar.
pressing, I'm like, hey, the paper towels are out in the bathroom.
Oh no,
That's
you're
100%
laughing. That's a
what
real thing.
That's literally,
Oh
that's
my gosh,
literally
that's-
it. That's literally it.
Yes.
That's great.
It's like, hey,
Pretty
when
much
you're
the whole
done,
time.
can you fix my billing really quick?
Oh yeah. Oh, the Facebook Messenger, like those are the best. I get
The Facebook
Facebook
messages?
messages.
Really?
About, yeah, like on Messenger about things that are wrong too.
That's awesome.
I like that. Yeah.
Not even anonymous then at that point.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, you found my Facebook and then you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did a little creeping.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, she has a fair share of creeps for sure.
Love that. Do they start off with photos? Is there any time where they go right? They do. That's great.
Wait, photos of what? Of themselves?
Themselves.
Oh,
yeah.
Yes, I've gotten that.
Like
Inappropriate
upper body,
photos?
shirtless photos?
I've gotten probably
There's a wide
everything you
variety.
can think.
Everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Any
Yeah.
feet pics?
No, but I've been.
Dude, why?
This is real life.
I mean, I'm not there. I know there are feet people out there, so I don't want to offend them, but I don't even understand how that became a thing.
I don't get it either. Like, what
I
is
don't
it?
know.
I don't know.
I'm obviously doing something wrong with my life, though.
Yeah. Throw them on the internet, get paid a little bit.
Yeah.
So there'll be but I mean, honestly, there's
Yeah.
probably a couple shirtless ones that you're like, all right, they look pretty good.
Yeah.
It's a good photo.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll respond to this one.
Yeah.
Of course.
Not
Yeah.
gonna lie, yes, but I typically, honestly, don't respond because that's not really how I'd want to
Yeah.
start it off.
Yeah.
Give some advice to our single men that are like, hey, Kelci's single. How do they
See her in
contact
the
you?
office every
Yep,
day.
Yep. I've been working out at Move for 8 years.
Oh boy.
I've noticed her. What do you recommend they do?
Just talk regular to me.
Yeah.
Just like, and I'm
Not-
not just, yeah.
Not regular, not dirty. Just talk regular. Don't make noises.
Don't make noises.
No, just
What does that mean?
But you
Talk
think,
regular.
like, so
I
in
don't.
the gym, come
yeah.
up to you in the gym. Then you feel comfortable with that. If they're like,
I mean, I'd prefer them not to, but if they were going to, just like be yourself.
Yeah.
Like come up and just talk to me. Don't the pickup lines are crazy. The pickup lines are crazy. The Facebook Messenger, that's crazy.
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
Yep.
I'm probably not typically gonna respond to those.
Yeah.
Because I just want to see how you are in person for looks and personality.
Okay.
For sure.
What
What-
do you think based off what you know?
Yeah, Brandon, what's the
about
best way
me?
for single ladies?
Oh, so don't approach me.
Straight Instagram.
I'm in a relationship. Don't approach
Oh,
me. I can't
okay.
even-
We didn't know that. All
I
right.
can't even. Oh, no, it's okay. But yeah. So I try not to indulge. I spin everything like I told you.
Yeah.
You know, obviously attention doesn't stop because you're in a relationship with someone. And my girlfriend, she's been in my gym. You know, she's been in Kelci's gym.
She gets it.
She gets.
She
it.
knows what she's
She
working with.
definitely knows. She definitely knows. She's on the phone with me sometimes when members say certain things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try not to open too much stuff.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
So when you get in a relationship, sometimes it's hard to keep working out. Like you got into it because of a breakup.
Right.
What's your tips for people that are in a relationship that need to find
To stay
time
hot.
to work out?
Stay hot. That's the advice.
Yeah. So you know what's tough because she feels some kind of way too. Because when I go work out on my own, like I'm in the gym for 2 hours. Like I can be in the gym for times.
Yeah.
You know, but she, you know, as someone who's not in the gym, it's like, what are you doing for 2 hours in the gym?
Right.
But you have to help them understand, like, this is a lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, it's a lifestyle. There's a way I care about how I look. Just like the way you want my bank account to look. I got to do certain things to make sure the money's there. I got to do the same thing with my body. So don't complain about A if you don't complain about B.
Yep. Love that.
2 hours goes by fast too.
Does
It does. It
Well,
does.
especially when you're 15 minutes in the mirror in between sets.
That's right.
I'm like a good 60 seconds. Got to get the poses in, man.
Just if you're doing a bicep curl, do you look at your? What do you look at?
100%.
You look down at your bicep, or you
100%.
look at the
gotta
mirror?
Look at where it contracts
Yeah.
and where it lets go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
100%. 100%.
Does she like going to the gym with you? Like, do you guys do couple workouts?
That's the only way she'll go.
Oh,
is if I
really?
go with her. She doesn't, because she doesn't like creeps. You know, she doesn't
Yeah.
like creeps. She doesn't like that at all. And guys approach her and things like that. And
Yeah.
she's not for any of it. She's like, she wishes there was like an all girls gym.
Yeah.
You know, she's actually wanted to work out with Kelci a few times. We just never
Just
get to
to-
her club because I manage my own club.
Yep.
But yeah, definitely. If I don't go, she's not going.
That's interesting. What music are you guys listening to in your ears, like when you're lifting? And tell me if this is a hot take or not. I love a good slow jam sometimes, like Boys to Men, Casey and JoJo.
Oh, man. I don't know what you listen
My gym playlist is all over the place.
Literally,
It could
yeah.
go like country to hardcore rap to
Techno,
sad girl to EDM.
Taylor
for
Swift.
sure.
I'm not a Taylor Swift.
Oh wow, nobody from up north is really.
I'm like, I'm a nice person.
Taylor
I
Swift?
swear.
I thought you were a Swifter. I'm not gonna lie. I thought you were a
Really?
Swiftie.
Why?
I don't know. I think everybody
Just
is. I
in
got
that age
Taylor
group.
Swift songs in my.
Oh yeah,
I got a couple.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't mind
old
a
Taylor
couple.
Swift. I like the
yeah.
original.
Okay.
New stuff. No.
She got some stuff. She got some stuff.
I don't get it. It's like, all right, it's fine. Some of her songs are good, but it's super weird to be obsessed with her.
Yes,
Oh
agreed.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, everyone has fans.
Yeah. What do you listen to, Brandon?
I'm honestly the same, man. I
Just
have
a variety
Metallica
pack?
playing one day. I'll have
Country music,
Low Baby
Jason
one day.
Aldean.
It's it's all kind of stuff. Slow jams for sure. Some R. Kelly, some Usher, but not so much R. Kelly no more. Not so much R. Kelly.
No R. Kelly or P. Diddy.
Not so much that no more, but you know, it could be whatever. It's really what mood I'm feeling, you know. And I like the dance and I like the groove. It just,
Yeah.
I don't know. So upbeat stuff for sure.
I need to see this now.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Dancing in the gym.
Are
I'm
you
always dancing at your club? I'm pretty sure I'm on your cameras. Just look at the cameras when I was there.
When
I'm pretty sure.
go back in the footage?
yeah.
Are you a low sock guy or like a mid
Oh, high sock.
high? Yeah, how high you go? Yeah. Nice.
All the way up for sure.
Yeah.
Because then you have options to go down.
Always.
But if it's low, you can't go up.
Can't go up.
yeah.
Can't add material.
I
That's
love.
good.
So I'm in a weird spot where I love low socks, but I wear high socks because I know that's what I'm supposed to wear.
I'm in a weird spot.
That's what you're supposed to wear.
The sock game's in a weird spot
Yeah.
right now.
It is.
And then he gets
honestly.
caught.
Supposed to wear.
Sometimes he gets caught with like an ankle one that's like a little too high and not low enough.
It is tough. That's the scenario you're talking about where you want it higher, but it won't go any higher.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
You don't want that.
Well, why do you say supposed to be lower though?
Well, it's just the higher socks are in right now.
Okay,
The ankle socks are very millennial,
Definitely.
dad vibes,
Definitely.
which I'm fine with. Like sometimes I'll throw on a tank top and a low sock.
A turquoise tank top, which
I
is a
would too.
classic dad
Turquoise tank top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see him in the gym a lot. And anytime I do, I take a photo and send it to him.
Okay.
Which actually I've been meaning to talk to the manager about that.
All right, my last. We're trying to start a dating show too, and we need to find single dudes and I guess women. We know more single women from our podcast than men. Is there a way we could get like a sign-up sheet at your gyms
100%.
and get some single dudes? Because we don't know. All of our friends are married.
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, this would be great.
wouldn't that be
great.
fun?
I would so advertise.
Little dating show.
It would work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would.
It would be a popular
Because
thing
I think
for sure.
we
have
honestly
the
were
best candidates.
Yeah. We were talking about it, like, where are the single dudes these days? Because
They're
if I
all
was
in
a
the gym.
girl,
All in the
yeah,
gym.
They're all in the gym.
the ones you'd probably want, right?
Well, maybe.
Golf courses and gyms were the main thing. Like maybe
Golf
like
courses.
maybe like jiu-jitsu was another thing where like martial arts.
Hey, did you see that? There's a big thing right now. Don't let your wife go to jujitsu because the jujitsu
Yeah.
instructors are all stealing your wives.
Yeah.
I
Like
haven't seen that.
Tom Brady. Like it was like the Tom Brady scenario, but
Yeah.
there was 3 other pro athletes whose wives left them for their jujitsu instructor.
It's always
This is
the
a thing?
instructor, the trainer, or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's a lot of it's handsy. You're rolling around with each other. They probably feeling parts.
Gotta be.
Feeling some parts rub against
How
each
would you would let your wife take jujitsu?
I would not.
I mean,
I would not.
There's nothing wrong with it.
I mean, my wife does.
Listen, anything weird Randy does
Automatically, I'm into it,
Yep.
which is why I'm bringing it up.
Because he's worried.
But
Because he's worried.
I mean, her jujitsu instructor
She
is a
spends
female.
a lot of time with him.
She's a female, but she does spend a weird amount of time with her.
That's funny.
All right, and then process for new clients. We touched on it. If somebody will go to the website, they can do a workout with, and then what's it look like after that to sign up to be a person, a gym person, to be a person.
So, I mean, once you go online, go for a free day pass. Go to onelifefitness.com, pick a location, Forest Acres, Sand Hills, whichever you choose. And then it'll give you an option to do a free day pass. Fill out your information. Once you come to the club, we'll greet you. We have a small little guest form that you fill out. It's an iPad. And then we give you a tour. We show you around our gym. We let you, into our space. We invite you. We show you what you'll be doing eventually. We introduce you to our staff. We kind of get you acclimated to just the home environment. And then we talk to you about what kind of goals you actually have once we get you used to the environment. What are you trying to gain coming here? It's almost like an interview when you come in, something like this, real intimate, personal, because you want it to be personable, right? You want to feel like the person talking to you is caring about where you're trying to get to. So we're trying to make you feel as comfortable as possible during that. And then it could be as long as you want it to be. 10, it could be 5 minutes, it could be 10, 15 minutes.
Yep.
I've had plenty of people tell me lifetime stories.
Yeah.
I've been in there 2 hours.
Yeah,
plus,
yeah.
for
Whoa.
sure.
Signing up. People decide to talk to you, man. It's a struggle. I'm glad I found you guys and all kinds of things. So we give you a total experience when you come in, So it's hard to say, what do you do when you come in? Because it's not uniform
Right.
all the time.
Yep.
We want to treat everyone special.
Cool.
So my last question, I'm curious, each of you, what would you say is the single biggest benefit to exercising? Because I have people that I try to convince all the time to exercise. There's still a percentage of people that just don't work out. And it doesn't make sense. But I feel like you see it all day, every day. What would you say is the biggest benefit that you see to people?
I would say, there are a couple, like the mental aspect of it, or just like longevity of your body. Like I'm someone, if I do meet my Italian Guido, like we discussed.
Yeah, that's right. That's our ideal guy. We forgot to bring that up.
No.
We didn't
No,
want to
no,
make
no.
it on air. We make sure people know that.
And you like it when he shows you YouTube golf videos.
Yeah.
Is that like your number one
Yeah. Yes.
thing?
She loves the golf.
Hey, I was able to relate to the hat you had
Yes.
going on.
Yes.
That was
That
good
was
common
impressive.
ground there.
That was
great.
Yeah. But the longevity of your body, like, you know, if I end up getting married, have kids, grandkids, I want to be able to do stuff with them. I don't want to be not able to walk or, you know, throw a ball with them or do something like that with them when they're, you know, kids. So I think that's a big thing that I see a lot, even in the older generation that comes in.
Yeah.
The people who have been working out most of their life, they're so grateful that they stuck with it because they're able to do activities that a lot of people can't do.
Yep.
For sure. I think for me, it's gonna sound weird, but most women, I just say just upkeep. You know, what I mean, I feel like you guys are really hard on yourself when things happen, having babies, you know, life in general. So just regular upkeep, right? But for men, I make it like no excuse. Like every time a male member comes in, like you have kids, yeah, like they need to go to someone and say, "Hey, my dad's on the way."
Yeah.
That needs to mean something. to
Right.
them. That needs to mean something. You
Yeah.
have some kind of stature to yourself, you know?
Love that.
No.
Brandon is the best with that. I'll be sitting there, I'm like, I'm fat and gross. And he's like, Kelci, stop.
Please shut
So
up. Please stop talking to me.
Fat
good.
and gross.
Well, this has been great. Thank you guys for being on here. This is awesome. Everybody go check him out. And thanks for listening.
Appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
Here
We're here for the health of it.
for the health of it.